Now I want to explain you the graph of second function, that is the cos x. If you see how to draw the graph of cos x, it's a function, trigonometric function, second trigonometric ratio. Cos x is given by base upon hypotenuse. Base is always less than the hypotenuse. So this is the reason that the value of cos x always lies between -1 and +1. First thing. The second is cos x is always defined on every angle of x. That's why its domain is every real number. Now come to graph. So for draw of the graph of the y is equals to cos x, we will take one of the axis, the x-axis, vertical one is the y-axis. Point of intersection origin, positive side I am taking the intervals of 90 degree, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. Similarly here minus pi by 2, minus pi, and so on. Similarly here on the y-axis I am taking the values 1, 2, -1 and -2. You all know the value of the cos 0 is 1. So the graph of cos starts at origin from 1. Cos 90 is 0. I can also explain you in the table 0 degree if the value of the x is 0, 90 degree, or you can say pi by 2 degree, then it is 180 degree, then 270 degree and 360 degree. If we take these values of x, then the values of the cos x comes like this, that is cos x 1, 0, -1, 0, 1. So the graph of cos x can be drawn like this: 0, 1, pi by 2 90 degree, that is 0, pi is -1, 3 pi by 2 is 0, 2 pi is 1. This is the graph of y is equals to cos x. Same way, its domain is real number. Its range is also same as the range of the sine function, that is -1 to +1. Now the question comes, what is its principal domain, PD? The principal domain of this is 0 to pi. Why? Because nearest to origin, the all range covered is from -1 to 1, or 1 to -1 is from 0 to 180 degree. The graph of the cos in the negative part will be like this, and the periodicity of this function is also 2 pi or 360 degree. Reason, the every value of the cos function repeats after a angle of 360 degree. So we can plot the graph of cos x, where we can say the domain is any real number, the range is -1 to 1, the principal domain is 0 to pi, values are like this, intervals I am taking at 90, and a freehand sketch of the cos x is like this. Now the question is how to draw the graph of y is equals to tan x. To plot the graph of tan x, first of all we need to check that where the tan x is not defined. Tan 90 is not defined. You know the value of tan 90 degree. The value of tan 90 degree is, you can say, sine 90 degree upon cos 90 degree, that is 1 upon 0, which is not defined. So if we talk about the first of all the domain, that is the possible values of x, we can say the domain of tan x is x belonging to real numbers but other than what? Odd multiples of pi by 2. Odd multiples of pi by 2, or you can say 90 degree. So tan 90 is this. Similarly, if you will check the value at 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, the value of tan is not defined on any odd multiple of pi by 2. First thing. I would also like to explain you how it is so. Why it is not defined? Because we say the tan x is what? Perpendicular upon base. And as and when we will try to bring out the value of base as 0, this value will not defined, because in case if denominator becomes 0, result is not defined. And base becomes 0 only if we are moving on the odd multiples of pi by 2. First thing, the domain of the tan function is any real value, every real angle of x other than odd multiple of pi by 2 or 90 degree. Its range, the range of the tan is every real number, because the graph of tan goes from minus infinity to plus infinity. And the principal domain of the tan is same as of sine other than the extreme values. The principal domain of this is minus 90 degree to plus 90 degree. So few important points about the tan x. The graph or the function is that the tan's domain is every real number other than odd multiples of 90. Tan x domain is, range is any real number, principal domain is minus 90 to plus 90, excluding minus 90 and plus 90. To draw the graph, it is 0. I can say it is pi by 2, or you can say I can say it is pi by 2 or 90 degree. It is minus pi by 2, or you can say minus 90 degree. Then we go for pi, then 3 pi by 2, then 2 pi. Similarly, we can come in the negative zone. And if I ask you to draw the graph, you will find the shape of the sine is like this, because it becomes parallel when we are coming closer to pi by 2, and at pi by 2 or any odd multiple of pi by 2, the value of tan is not defined. Similarly, if we go down, same happens. So this is one of the loop of the graph of tan x. For the second loop, we can draw a line parallel to odd multiple of pi by 2, and tan pi is 0, and if we go like this and we come like this, one thing you can remember, as and when we go in the positive side,